What's on YouTube? It's Pete TT coming at you with another Division video. And today, guys, as always, server maintenance happened on the Division, which meant we have another State of the Game stream, okay? Some really good information coming out for the 1.2 update, but it also does leave a lot of questions. There are still things that have yet to be answered. I'm going to run through, obviously, the most important things with you, and we'll have a little chat at the end about things that I really believe need to be in 1.2, and I hope that they announce soon. So first up, there's still no official date, but it was quoted, it's getting closer. What that means, I have no idea, guys, but we are only on the 12th of the month, so, you know, we've got a little while to go left in this month. Hopefully, it will drop towards the end, not too far towards the end, you know, maybe next week, the week after is kind of a good bet to aim for. So what's going to be coming with 1.2 that's new then, that we are aware of after today? Well, there are going to be some balancing, different kind of balancing, okay? Difference between crafted items, non-crafted items, a bit of weapon balancing, armor balancing and things like that. So the idea of the balancing for the crafting is that they don't want crafting to be the main source of gear. Now we know they said that with 1.1, their tweak didn't really work the way they intended it to, so they have some more tweaks. Exactly how it's going to work yet, we still don't know, but we do know there is going to be another balancing issue with the crafting. As always, guys, on all of these topics, when I know more, I will bring them your way. We're going to get some new weapons, okay? They're obviously trying to pull players away from the AUG and the M1A, which are, let's be honest, the two best guns in the game at the moment. Now, although it's good that you have amazing, brilliant, best weapons in the game and worst weapons in the game, the fact that to be competitive you need kind of one of these, really? Okay, yes, okay, before any of you say anything in the comment section, you can play with other weapons, but you are still going to get absolutely ripped if you come up against a player with an AUG or an M1A, or even a team of them that use them well and effectively. So they're going to bring some weapon balancing in. It is worth noting, though, that the full weapon balancing will not come in 1.2 update, but it will drop after the 1.2 update has taken effect. Basically, what they've said, guys, is they want people to play with the new weapons first, get all the data and things like that from all the new weapons, see what people use, what they don't. I think they're going to aim to see if the new weapons take us away from things like the AUG and the M1A, and whether they need some serious balancing on weapons, whether they need some minor balancing, and just kind of pinpoint the final tweaks of each weapon class and each individual weapon before they drop it out, okay? I'm looking forward to that, okay? The fact they're waiting until after we've played with the new weapon says to me that they kind of hold the new weapons in high regard, and they believe that it's going to take over from the likes of our M1 and our AUG, because otherwise they would be dropping it beforehand so that we actually had a reason to want to play with new weapons. So, bit of reading between the lines there, but I think that's something definitely worth noting. What else is coming in, guys? Well, we have new gear sets designed on other weapons, okay? Now, we don't know the names of them, we don't know what they do, but they have said what they want is these new gear sets to concentrate on different types of weapons. Like I said, we don't know how they're going to work, so maybe we'll have a gear set that's set towards an auto rifle build, one set towards a shotgun build, a marksman rifle build. I know we have the likes of Sentry's Call and Striker, but I don't know, guys. Your mind can kind of go off and make its own decisions at the moment because we have no more information. All we know is there are going to be new gear sets. Again, when I know more, I will bring them your way. Let me know in the comment section, what kind of gear sets would you like to see, okay? We know they're going to be designed around weapons, but we don't know any specifics. So let me know your ideas and suggestions in the comment section down below. It is important to note, guys, why we're getting new gear sets, okay? They are not raising the gear score level. So armor rating will still max out at 240 and weapons will still max out at 204. That's really good, okay? It means that they're not just going to negate everything from the previous update, and that was kind of a worry, okay? It did worry me a great deal that they would make the same mistakes Bungie's made in the early days, and they would bring out like another update or another piece of DLC that would just completely negate all the hard work we'd done for the days, weeks, months previous, because you can just buy it from a vendor or something and automatically get a higher level than what you would have if you'd have grinded for the armor, weapons and things like that beforehand. So that is really good that they're not making that mistake. Moving on then, we're getting a performance gear mod buff. Now there are quite a few changes going on with these guys, so I'm going to wait for a little bit more specific information. We know they're getting tweaked. so that performance mods aren't just something that you're going to dismantle, you're actually going to want to use them. But how exactly they're going to do that, we again have to wait and see. So also, some really big news actually coming for the 1.2 update is that health will become toughness. Now basically toughness is your health and armor added together in one. So basically whatever your toughness number is, that's how much raw damage you're going to need to be killed. Okay, that's pretty cool because at the moment we have mitigation, armor mitigates weapon damage, we have your total stamina, you have protection from elites and things like that that can all change your kind of survivability and how easy it is for you to die. The fact that they are going to take the armor, the stamina, your health, everything into account, and they're just going to put it under one title and call it toughness. That is going to be really good because it will give you a raw number to aim for. You know, you will be able to look at that and say, okay, you know, you haven't got to look at 65% armor, 77,000 health, 22%, you know, protection from elites or whatever. You can just look at your toughness rating and go, right, okay, they're going to take X amount of damage to kill me. I know that because that is what my thing's at. And that's really cool. Okay, it's going to be a nice change. Again, I'm waiting for more specific information to come out. They're kind of dropping these information buckets to us in very, very small amounts. They're kind of giving us a generic idea, but no specifics, which is kind of annoying, but that is kind of how they bring information out to keep people interested. So it's kind of cool. Okay, we'll have to wait. Two more things then, guys, worth noting about in the 1.2 that we found out today is the armor cap is going to raise from 65% to 75%. Now, as I said earlier, armor mitigates weapon damage. It's currently capped at 65%. They will increase that to 75%. That included with toughness, you know, it's going to make some really good combinations, and we're going to have to wait and see exactly how it's going to turn out, but I'm very interested to see how it will go. And the last thing, I believe, worth noting that came out of today's State of Game stream, guys, is that the Phoenix credits cap will be increased from 1,000 to 2,000. Now, this is really cool because, as you know, everything in the base of operations now costs, like, between 800 and 900 Phoenix credits. And it's really annoying when you get to buy one thing and then you've got, like, no credits and it takes you a week to farm out. When the week before you didn't want to buy anything, but you were still capped at the 1,000. So, yeah, it's going to be nice that they change that. It should definitely make for some easier currency. Definitely when you can fly through them so quickly as well. And you shouldn't have to wait as long to be able to buy things, so I like it. However, all of this being said, guys, there are some really cool changes coming. I look forward to them. I hope they change the way the game is played. We also know there are PvP updates and drop rate updates and loot updates. That I did last week in another video talking about what we know in the 1.2 update to date. But there's some still things that haven't been noted, okay? So we know that we're going to get new loot. We know we've got new gear sets coming and things like that. But they haven't told us that they're going to upgrade our stash. And that is something that has to happen in my mind, guys. They cannot carry on giving us new things and not upgrade the stash. It is like a must-have important thing. If 1.2 update to succeed or be like a tremendous flop like 1.1, it's gonna rest on the minor details and the major details, you know. And I think having an increased stash is one of them minor details that they have to include if they want to start getting things right. What else? Who knows? There are lots of things on the list, guys, that need to be fixed, but what do you think must come with 1.2 to make it a successful update for the Division? Let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, guys. As always, any comments, okay? They haven't got to be related to the 1.2 update, but anything you've got to say, let me know down below. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so because there are plenty more Division videos coming your way. As always, agents, thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.